Okay, in this lesson we are going to understand what do we have inside an eye. So this is an eye anatomy. First we have this is our eye, and from in front actually you can see there is a very black. This is black hole. Actually, this hole is called a pupil. And then in front, the first surface of our eye is called cornea, and this cornea is the first refracting surface. So when light coming into our eye, so this because this is a spherical shape, the light will be refracted and start to focus inside our eye. And then we have here we call it as a iris. So this iris is actually it gives colors to our eyes. So you can see different people will have different color of eyes. So this is characterized by the color of this iris. For example, Asian people, we have blue, it's a brown and black a little bit. For European or Mediterranean, they have green or blue. So this is the color of the iris. And then this iris can be adjusted according to how much light enter to our eye, because iris controls amount of light. So for example, in darkness, the eye will try to receive as many as it can for the light. So it will open the pupil. So the iris will contract, becomes very small. And then if we have so bright condition, our iris will try to limit the size of the pupil. So you can also check if you have a source of light. You have your friends, so you can try to illuminate your friend's eye and see how this iris change according to how much light is being shown on your friend's eye. Okay, and then we have here lens. This lens is adjustable and the refractive index is about 1.537. So this is higher than the index of water. And this lens is being held by a ciliary muscle. So ciliary muscle actually shapes lens, because our lens is not like this lens. This lens is fixed, but our lens is adjustable. So this ciliary muscle will shape lens, thick or thin. Alright, and then light will be refracted and focused onto this retina, and this retina receive light and it acts as a detector. Alright, so and when it detects this light, there is a conversion between to the electrical signal in our body, and it will be transmitted by this optic nerve. Alright, here we have a vitreous humor. So a large part of our eye is consisted of liquids, and this is a little bit higher than the refractive index of water. This is 1.336. So you see there is a difference between refractive index of a lens and its environment. So this is a good condition for eye to focus lights on retina. Alright, so how do we see an object? Because our lens is not fixed like this, so it needs to change its thickness. So when we change the thickness of a lens, so we have a adjustable focal length f. Alright, so the process of changing focal length by shaping lens using ciliary muscle is called accommodation process. Okay, for example, we have learned from the previous lesson that if we have thin lens, it will focus a light further from the lens. So this is the focal length of a lens. So you see here, and you compare with the thick lens. So if you have thick lens, then the focal length will be shorter. All right. So this process will be done automatically by our eyes, and it will be shaped by ciliary muscle inside our eye. Alright, so there are 2 points of importance in this of our vision. So first is a near point, and second is a far point. Near point, what is near point? Near point is the point where you can see an object clearly when it close to your eye. For example, you have a paper here, and you try to put it as close as possible to your eye, and there is a point where you can see you have a limit to see it clearly. So for example, for me, this is the shortest distance from the object to my eye. So this is a near point. So you can measure by using ruler. So you measure from your eye to the object. That is the closest point that you can see an object clearly. So this is near point. So normal people is about 25 centimeter. And actually this near point is not fixed. It depends on the age. So as we are older, our near point become further from our eye. So because when you bring an object close to your eye, your lens actually it thickens. So it thickens. So when it thickens, your ciliary muscle have to compress. So so when you are getting older, the ability to compress the lens become weaker. So you cannot longer shape your lens. So that's why your near point is degrades. This is degrading with age. So for elder persons, the near point is about 40 centimeter at 40 years old. That means you can see that elder people they have to read some magazine, for example, like this, because they cannot see it close to your eye, to their eyes. Okay. So as you get older, so you cannot see clearly, so you have to bring your material farther than your eye. So near point change with time. And another point of importance is a far point. This is the farthest distance of an object that you can see. So for normal people, it is infinity. That means you can still see a star on the sky very far away. But if you have a problem with your vision, you cannot see it clearly. It's become blur. So for people with problem of far point, they have to correct it by some kind of lens. And when you see something very far, the ciliary muscle become relaxed. So and your lens become thin. And then if you have problem to see far, for example, you or your friends using the eyeglass, they can only see a certain distance. They cannot see farther than that. That means their far point is limited. For people with who have a problem with near point, we call them they have a far-sighted vision. That means they can see far object, but they cannot see nearby object. But for people who have a far point problem, that means they cannot see something at the infinity. That we call them they have a near-sighted vision, which is myopic. That means they can see close object, but they cannot see distant object. So these two vision problem can be adjusted by using eyeglass. And some people they have both of them, so they have a special eyeglass. So so that is for our eye lesson.